Hi everybody, my name is Elise and I have been requested by one of the authors of the Steamy Anthology to read the first chapter of her short story in that book. It is called Waiting on Wood by L. Ann. Here's the little blurb on it. Can a reclusive writer ignore the temptation presented to him when he meets his new live-in housekeeper? Or will they both end up burned by the fire building between them? After I am finished reading this first chapter for you, I'm going to put all the details that you need to find the Steamy Anthology, to find L. Ann, and to find me if you want to hang out with any of us too, okay? So pay attention after the video and I'll put it here somewhere. I'm new to the video thing, so it's always interesting to see what I come up with. Okay, let's hit it. 1. Tammy. Me. I look like a busted can of biscuits, and no, I'm not sending you a picture. I fired off the text to my sister with one hand while I climbed off the back of Trev's motorcycle and attempted to keep my balance on the stupidly high heels I'd worn. Yanking off the helmet, I shoved it at my brother's chest. He laughed and caught it between his palms before it made contact. You said you were in a hurry, he pointed out when I glared at him. I said I needed to be at the station before 7, not that I needed to be there in 7 minutes. As I spoke, my cell chimed to tell me Cammy had replied. Cammy, I absolutely need a picture. The visual in my head is riveting. Send urgently. I'm sure I was swapped at birth, I muttered, bending to peer at my reflection in one of the wing mirrors. Thankfully, my hair had been protected by the helmet, but my brother's hair-raising handling of his motorcycle had done some damage to my clothes. I'd hung on to him as he threw us around corners, skidded down narrow streets, and performed terrifying maneuvers between parked cars in a bid to get me to the train station on time. You're here, aren't you? He handed me the backpack I'd strapped to the back of his motorcycle. And you have time for a coffee before you go get lost in the station. I'm not seeing your problem. My cell chimed again. Cammy, you can't send messages with those kinds of claims and not follow through. I need to see this. I scowled, then peered closer to the screen. Oh, no. No. With one finger, I slowly wiped away the raindrop and looked at the name at the top of the text conversation. Dread slithered down my spine. It didn't say Cammy. It said Cal, short for Callahan, aka Callahan Woodrow, my new boss, who I was going to be facing in less than an hour. Somebody kill me. Tammy, you okay? The humor faded from my brother's voice, like I was certain the color was draining from my face. I lifted my gaze to his. Remind me why I want this job? Money and perks, I believe you told me when you were gloating about getting it. Money and perks, I repeated. Right. I opened the backpack and rummaged through it for the smaller bag I'd crammed into it, slung it over my shoulder by its strap, then straightened. Okay, I said more firmly. I can do this. My train gets back at 5:30. Don't forget to pick me up. Yeah. My brother swung back onto his motorcycle, waved a hand, and sped off. I watched him disappear down the busy road and heard my cell chime once more. Cal, still waiting, Ms. Lovers. Not good form to keep your new boss waiting. Fuck my life. How was I supposed to respond to that? Maybe I should just ignore it and hope he did the same? I looked at the message again. Yeah, who was I trying to kid? I gave a mental shrug. There was nothing I could do about it right now. Shoving my cell into a pocket, I headed inside the station. I'd just have to deal with it when I got there. And that, my dears, my fabulous friends, is the end of chapter 1 of this short story. So if you are intrigued and want to know more, want to know how or if our darling Tammy can salvage the situation with wood, you'll need to pick up the Steamy Anthology, and I will put all the details here at the end for you. And of course, you can also find Elle-Ann and all of her books. These are them. Those are all the books. Shameless plug for her books because I just happen to have a whole stack of them. So her newest one is Shattered Expectations, and it's book 2 in her Forgotten Legacy series, with Tattooed Memories being the first. And you can find her on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and Twitter and lots of other places. So I'll put all that info at the end. So make sure you connect with her and let her know how much you loved wood and that story. Okay, I love you all. I hope you're having a great day. Go pick up the Steamy Anthology. It is on Kindle Unlimited as well as up for regular purchase. So connect with some new authors that you haven't met before and enjoy some really fabulous stories. I hope you have a wonderful day. I love you all. Bye.